Alright guys, thanks for checking in Stormtopia.com and the Stormtopia.com Facebook page. We're in a daily weather update right now. Of course, looking at a high-impact winter storm expected to bring blizzard conditions and significant icing. Here's our latest map. I told you I'd bring out one, and I keep my promises. It's over a foot of snow anywhere in the blue. Some spots definitely going to be reaching 15, 20, even 25 inches of snow. Anywhere in the red is a total blizzard from the northern suburbs of St. Louis back up to Chicago, back into Detroit, okay? That is just going to be a really nasty place to be. Some spots exceeding 18 inches of snow and even approaching 2 feet. To the south, it's a messy mix of snow, sleet, freezing rain, and rain. However, in terms of the icing, I say that's mostly across portions of the Ohio Valley and some sagging trees, etc., from Connecticut into interior New Jersey, even the northern suburbs of New York. More on that now. We can take a look at the ice accumulation map from the National Weather Service in Upton, showing you that a lot of spots are getting around a quarter of an inch of ice. That's not going to have any major crippling impacts in the New York City metro back up into southern Connecticut, but it will cause the concern that you might see sagging trees, even, definitely horrible road conditions. That's a given. Anywhere in the snow, it's going to be horrible road conditions, but especially in the ice, there's going to be that thin layer of ice. And the thing about ice is it might appear as though it's raining, then you go out and you get in a car accident, and you're like, oh, it's not raining, it's icing, and now I have a broken arm. So I recommend you stay off the roads everywhere, and especially in the areas that see freezing rain. Now here's some of the new models we have in. This is the 12Z GFS. So is the storm developing strong. Here we are at 12Z Tuesday. Arctic high here. Low is here. Okay. First batch is here. That moves through the northeast by 18Z. Here you are, snowing New York City, snowing State College, snowing Boston. And I think behind this storm, although it's a widespread 3 to 6 inches, that could have greater effects, okay? Here we are, 18Z, the storm's like, oh yeah, I am just in full-blown storm mode here. Very heavy snow, eastern Oklahoma, spreads back up into St. Louis, that spreads into the Ohio Valley. Through the night, it's an all-out blizzard. And usually you can just say, it's a blizzard at night, but then we wake up and we go to work because the storm's over. Well, guess what? That's not going to happen at 12Z Tuesday. Although you're done in the heartland, you're still snowing at 1 to 3 inches an hour from Detroit to Chicago. Okay? And at that point, you're also snowing moderately at 12Z Tuesday for the northeast, but you haven't gone to the heavy thump of snow. The heavy thump of snow moves into the northeast by the late morning on Wednesday, and stays until the evening commute, and it takes until about midnight or even early morning Thursday to clear up. So a lot of the kids who go to my website, I don't know how many there are, but for those of you that are like, oh, is there going to be school? Yeah, there's probably not going to be school for a lot of the Northeast. Especially, I think school cancellations are decently likely once you get back up from here, through here, even into a large portion of the Northeast. Sorry for DC, it's not your fault, but you'll probably get rain. Maybe some ice at the beginning. But one concern I have about behind this first system is that cooler air tries to come in behind it before the second one comes and create some cold air damming in the Appalachians, and that might create a heavy snow in the beginning for like State College or something like that, but no models show that right now. It's just one of my concerns. In terms of how this ice forms, I've been showing this a lot, but basically it falls as snow, then it hits this warm layer in the mid-levels, it goes over to rain, and again, the farther out that red line juts out, that's the warmer it is. So you say, oh, it's rain in the mid-levels. It doesn't fall as rain, though. It hits cold layer in the low Arctic levels, an Arctic layer at the low levels, and you see once you get really down there around 1,000 millibars, it really juts in, and that is indicative of cold air. So it's almost about to freeze, then it doesn't. It actually hits the ground before it can do so. It hits the ground as super cool raindrops, rain pellets, and then they freeze on contact. We're talking streets, power lines, trees, etc. And that's how you see an ice storm. This won't be an ice storm for New York. This won't be an ice storm for Hartford. This will just be a light freezing rain event. This will be an ice storm for Indianapolis, etc. This sounding is just north of Indianapolis. Could see up to an inch of ice. So that's it for now. Have a great day. Stay tuned to Stormtopia.com for the latest on this event.